Good evening, Mr. Jana. We'll be presenting about Seremban. So this is my teacher. I'm Chiman Chong. This is Gabriel Low, Ishin, Maeve Liu Xiaoxi, and Chai Yufei. So basically, we're presenting like food, culture, and architecture. So Seremban town is located at the state of Negeri Sembilan. It's under a district of Seremban. Seremban is a district of Negeri Sembilan. So that's Seremban.
Our location is Seremban Town. Seremban Town is the location under the district of Seremban, and Seremban is under Negeri Sembilan. So there are a few areas that we choose in Seremban Town, which is Seremban Wet Market, Museum Negeri Sembilan, and Chendol, Haji Sharif Chendol. So now I'll pass back to Chimachong to talk about food.
So food is one of the attractive thing in Seremban. It's one of the place where people go to Seremban for. And among all the food, the most popular one would be the siu bao. It's basically it's a crispy buttery bun filled with juicy, chewy, and sweet roasted pork. Pork or chicken. So that's the basic. That's the thing that we always go to Seremban for.
This is the one on the highway, right? Not this one.
No, the next slide will show you where it's.
Okay.
It's called the Asia siu bao.
Okay.
It's one of the best in Seremban. They freshly made it every day. And then the second food will be the hakami. So it's a dry noodle that's served with savory pork sauce. So basically Seremban is like a place for Chinese food for everyone. And this is the shop. It's called Tao Ki Hakami. It's located at the Pasar Besar Seremban.
The next one is the beef noodle. The beef noodle is made with white rice noodle, and then it's called lai fan. And then this beef noodle they homemade it, and then they serve with brownish sticky beef sauce taste just as savory as hakami. But comparing with the hakami, this noodle is more sticky than the hakami. The shop is located at the Seremban Wet Market, and then the beef noodle had high ratings, and it was recommended by one of the local Chinese radio station, 1FM. The next one is Chendol pulut. This pulut, they mix the pulut inside the chendol, so to make it special. And this chef ice
Just explain, I mean, you don't have to read everything, just briefly explain. What is this? It's a dessert served in, contains, the main ingredients are coconut milk, chendol and pulut, glutinous rice. Okay, pulut is Malay, English is glutinous rice. Okay? Right? So the famous outlet or famous chendol stall is?
You can find it in Haji Sharif Chendol. During the lunch hour, the worker from the nearby will go and line up to buy the chendol. Because the weather is like hot, and then
never mind weightage.
Yeah.
Right?
And the shop is special because the whole shop they put the furniture green and then the wall green and then the worker also wear green.
Oh, everything is green.
Yeah, everything is green.
Okay.
Next one. That's all for the food. And then I will pass it to
What's your name and your full name? Share with me.
So we will talk about culture, and culture it consists about we put people and activities together to explain about culture. One of the places that we visit when we went to Seremban is the Pasar Besar Seremban, also known as the Seremban Wet Market. This market is, you can see that the building itself is made of 2 floors. The lower floor is of the vegetables, fruit stalls, and even raw meat. When it's like the market where people buy food, buy those ingredients for dishes. Whereas the upper layer, the second floor is actually a food court.
It's the top floor.
The top floor is actually a food court. There are hawker stalls aligned in rows for people to eat there while others shop below. And then, in this picture, this is the wet market, the wet market of the lower ground. You can see in this picture is that people wear very casually, just normal t-shirt with pants, and they are consist of various races. And then for they don't bring anything like expensive looking like handbags or anything, just like normal plastic bags containing their food. This is how they are dressed up because it's more comfortable walking around these wet places. Then for the second floor, which is the food court, like in this picture you can see that mostly uncles of older Asian will go to have like a breakfast there because we usually open very early in the morning. And some when I visit, I will notice that the wives mostly will go for buying those ingredients while the uncles would sit here and then have
So the wife does the grocery shopping.
Yeah.
The husbands have
just wait for their wife and they just chit chat there.
Okay.
And then since the market is at the lower floor, we notice that there's actually this technical interference, there's noise. So basically they will be talking quite loud to hear each other's talking. And then other activities that we find in this market is just very casual things like this uncle is reading newspaper. Unlike teenagers nowadays who browse through their phone, you rarely see people seeing through their phones there. Like this one, he actually brings a set of newspaper while eating his tea and his breakfast there. And I'll pass to Gabriel to talk about what's culture.
What's your full name?
As we said earlier, right, she said that many of the teenagers now use cell phones, but you see the 2 uncles over there, yeah, they're having face-to-face communication, so they're like more stuck to the past, and they don't really depend on today's technology. And this uncle over here is a method of selling his food in order to gain income. So he does this to cut cost of rent. So when he sells it on the car booth, he doesn't have to pay rent. Therefore, he can maximize his profits. And this is one of the owner of the shops. As you can see, he's dressed very casually. Like even though he's the owner of the shop, because it shows like they have a very close bond with the customer and they get to know each other. And
Yours spoke to him. Yours spoke to him.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
and the clothing shops. These clothing shops, you can see there's very vivid colors of the clothes and how the different styles. But this style is mostly for like older women, like the aunties in Seremban, since Seremban is mostly populated with older generations like such as senior citizens. And finally here, for the culture, we have one of the workers. He's he's a very skilled and talented worker in making food. So that's why the food, as Manchun said earlier, is very significant in Seremban because they pass down the methods of like how they make the food.
Now I will talk about the architecture in Seremban, Dishi. Basically, Seremban is influenced by the culture of Minangkabau because in the earlier years, Seremban is most of the citizens in Seremban is Malay, which they carry the Minangkabau culture to Seremban. So this is the Negeri Sembilan State Museum. As you can see, the special roof of Seremban is always like a buffalo horn. Because Minangkabau, it means it sounds like Menang Kebau. Basically, it's a good thing for the Malays. This is one of the traditional Minangkabau house. As you can compare to the picture previously, this is more simple. This is the olden ages, and they also have the older Malay house characteristic in which it's lifted out from the ground.
Okay, lifted to the ground. Wooden house.
And just now the traditional house I showed you, it is built without a single nail. And this is one of the methods that they strengthen the structure of the house. And the interior of it, as you can see, the house is decorated with beautiful wood carvings. It shows that the house is not only strong in the structure, but it is also rich in the cultural design.
Any particular the motifs and all that you didn't explain?
No.
Most of that is floral motifs, right? Geometrical or floral motifs? Floral or geometrical? Yeah. Most are geometrical or floral, and they don't use other motifs. In Malay traditional houses has these common motifs, whether geometrical or floral. Okay.
And this is one of the examples of shops that you can find in Seremban streets. In the 60s, the Seremban rose up as a mining area. Then it developed to become a business center. So there are a lot of shop houses that's built by the British in Seremban. And one of the characteristics of these houses is that they will include the years that it is built on in the building.
Okay.
So basically, this is about Seremban. Is there anything that you want to add? So I think that's all.
That's all. Okay. Right. I think you've covered you've answered the question by looking at the 4 areas: people, activities, architecture, and food. Right. This is a center, is it? Museum. The museum is in Seremban Town, sir.
Yeah.
And in the museum has a miniature Minangkabau house.
Yes. It's just right beside the
Museum. Okay. We talk about architecture, Minangkabau house, shop lots. Activities. Apart from the market, there are no other activities. Nothing else in Seremban Town.
Just very usual, like celebrations also what happens in other states as well. Not really specific annual events they have there.
In Seremban, nothing specific for Seremban.
Because usually in Seremban, this is more on senior citizens. So the teenagers don't really have those very
we have very minimal night activities rated as one of the best place for retirees.
Retirees.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, yes. So that's why there's like not much of activities in Seremban. Okay, how is Seremban different from Seremban 2 and the other Seremban 3 and all those?
Seremban 3 is in Senawang. It's an industrial area.
That's the industrial area.
Seremban town is the Seremban town is where it started from the British. So it's like the center of all the other.
So the original town was this Seremban town, then it developed and expanded to other towns.
Yes.
Right, thank you. I think you have answered the questions and you have provided detailed information. So, okay, thank you. Right? Okay. Next group. See you next week, right? You don't have to follow.
Okay.